and just ignore it as he knows it stops on its own, shy of him by like 3 or 4 inches before flopping to the ground. After that is going to be Reich's turn.
Right, so I'm going to swing on this guy.
It still says E-Rock on here, which is pretty funny. And you do nothing to him.
All right.
Luca has made Reich obsolete. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Even with a dog friend.
Reich has like a pet that still's not doing it.
Iran. So because you continue to move on foot by yourself, you technically are 30 feet off of the map. So whatever you measure from where you're standing, it's plus 20 to 30 depending on angles.
20 to 30. I can't see. It's in my way.
That's 75 right there. So, you know,
95?
call it 100.
Oh, 100?
Yeah.
That's fine. I can just move forward. Right?
Go.
Yeah, I can just move.
Oh, can you move 100 feet?
No, I don't have to move 100 feet.
Oh, yeah. You can move 30 feet up. Yeah, go right ahead.
Yeah. So I'll just do that, and I'll hit that one.
What's your range? What spell are you casting?
90.
Oh, sweet. Oh, you don't even have to move up 30. You can move up 20 and be happy. All right, cool. So you rush up. You throw your chromatic orb at him. It is, in fact, a hit. Please.
Sweet.
Oh, my God. Tell me the damage type. I assume what it is.
Lightning. Yeah.
Okay. Aaron, you get exactly 9 health left. It's twice now that that's happened. Tell me the effect.
Oh, it's just, you've seen it before. It's a single ball of lightning instead of 2 this time, which is actually unusual for her.
Okay. So I forgot something again. So when Luca rushed forward and hit this guy, he immediately started, the guy that's over here, he immediately turned and kept running at Kieran, trying to get to Kieran as quickly as he could to attack her, because he gets to do that. It's something that he does immediately when he dies. However, because once again, her speed put her outside of his range, the way I'm going to describe his not being able to actually get the attack on her is he turns and immediately gets at Kieran, and Luca knew what attack he did against him. He knew that saw the attack that Stalbor did against him, knew that he should have been dead, but Luca just kind of turns around and just quickly does like a wild slash at him as he's running by. And these things are fucking over 7 feet tall. So this is a very high slash and cuts the guy right in the back of his neck, clipping his spinal cord and make him flop to the ground, not able to get all the way to Kieran. As Kieran throws the spell over here, frying him with electricity, he's like, and then kind of like stops from where he's running and turns back, and he's looking furious over here. And so he also starts to run backwards. So it's 1, 2, 3. And starts running back over here, trying to get to you, like, trying to get his revenge against you for taking him down. But unfortunately, it's like little jolts as he's moving, and eventually just kind of like jolts and flops onto his back, where he continues twitching a few times and no longer is moving. All right, after that is going to be Luca's turn. Luca, Reich's been up there struggling for a while. Maybe we should lend him a hand.
Yeah, so Luca does like a quick surveillance to see like around the battlefield, and he looks up at Reich and he's like, "Reich, I'm coming!" And he moves up to here.
Injured.
That's okay. He doesn't know that. He hasn't been watching too intently. He's been saving his friends.
He just assumes Reich's injured. That's even worse.
No, he doesn't assume. He assumes he needs some help. He's been up there with 2 of them, and they're still alive. Or one of them is. So Luca moves up to there. As he does, so he has a sword and a shield. He puts his sword away, and he reaches out like this. And as he does that, he casts a spell.
Okay.
The spell being, boom, firebolt.
All right, so as he was rushing forward, all of a sudden you see his hand reach up, and is it red or is it green as well?
So at the very core of it, it is red, but it does have green on the outside of it.
Like twisting or whatever, bending around it, and you throw this ball of fire at the creature in front of you. Great balls of fire, and it does in fact hit. Roll me your damage. I was gonna say, do you kill him with it? That'd be so amazing.
That would be.
No, you do not. You had the ability
I feel
to.
like Kieran.
Oh, that's mean, man. That's mean. Like you actually, you can't do that when you actually did kill a lot of people. That's not cool, man. All right, it's the warg's turn.
Three.
All right, let's see if Gahal can redeem himself.
Nope.
Oh.
Oh, I thought it was rolling
Nope.
back to 19. And then
No,
it didn't.
no, he was not.
Didn't do
No,
it. Had
he's
too much
not allowed.
momentum.
No.
Stalbor, your turn.
I'm gonna cast a second level of a spell I don't actually have a second level pop out for, but it'll do just slightly more damage. I'm going to cast Ray of Sickness at the person shooting arrows at me.
What do you mean Ray, you don't have a pop out when you cast it? The macro doesn't ask you to do it at a higher level?
No, because why would I have programmed that in myself? I can just roll the extra damage. It says an extra 1d8.
Or I can do that for you.
Yeah, how easy
and
that
just
is.
macros for
No,
you.
because then it takes longer to roll or use it, and I don't like that.
You just press enter.
Instant
And
I
gratification.
just
press
prefer
enter.
having like a
You
level
literally
2
just
version.
you go click enter, and that's it.
Well, I hit him. 14 points of poison damage.
To this guy right here.
No, this one, the one that's been shooting arrows at me and being a general bitch. The far away man.
He's exactly 60 feet from your
I know,
position too,
yeah.
because you're on a horse.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious. Because you're on a horse, is exactly 60 feet away. So you do
a smart
14
boy.
points of damage against him. He takes that, and I gotta
If
see
he
something.
doesn't die, he needs to do a Constitution save.
He does not die, and so he will make that Constitution save, which is DC.
Shame, I really would have liked him to be deceased right now.
What's his Constitution save? DC.
Oh, what is it going to be against? DC 14.
Thank you very
I
much.
can put that in easy enough later.
The artist formerly known as Mr.
He rolled garbage.
So he's poisoned.
Yep.
Like disadvantage to everything.
Yep. Now it's going to be the guy in front of Reich and his pet, looking around and seeing how everything's just going shit poorly. He is actually going to spend an action to disengage and start running.
What a bitch.
What a little bitch.
After that is going to be his leader's turn, who is like, and
laughing, huh?
and turns, and he is also going to start running. He's going to double move though because nobody's threatening him, and he's going to move a good distance away from where you guys are at the moment. This brings it to Eroc's turn. What's your base speed, Eroc?
40.
40. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I'm going to swing on the guy running away. Okay, I'm using an action point. So fucking tired of this.
I'm sorry. You just keep rolling shit. I feel bad, but you rolling. You won't. You can't even break higher than 10.
That's a 15.
And that is exactly their AC, as I told Aaron earlier. Would have been funny if you missed. Okay.
11 points damage.
Please describe me your kill.
So as soon as he starts running away, you see my face steal, and rather than letting him run, I chase him down. And as he's like running, looking over his shoulder, I swing low and cut him at the Achilles heel, dropping him to the ground. I follow up right beside him, like stopping my momentum and driving my blade down into the back of his head, pulling it back up and looking at the leader in the eye as I wipe the blood.
In the
from my
eye.
blade.
He's forever that way. I just can't take him off the map.
Well, no, the guy in front of me then.
The guy,
Douchebag, right?
the one that you just killed, because this guy
Well,
right
no,
here.
there's two guys.
No,
There's
this
two
guy right
guys.
here. I just described 2 seconds ago. Like literally the turn immediately before yours. That he double moved forever that way.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck him.
he's still on the map.
Yeah.
That's the confusion.
Well, he's still on the map, so you guys can choose to attack him if you want to, without having to worry about. Yep.
All right, in that case, you see me wipe the blade from my Odachi, drop it to the ground, and pull out my bow.
Okay,
Cool.
that's fine. And it's funny because you do that and you pull up your bow and it's kind of like sitting there and like breathing heavy on all fours, and then kind of like looks up at you and lunges and bites at you while it's on the ground. You're completely caught off guard by the fact that it did this.
Hey, you fuck! Don't do that.
Don't do that, you fuck.
Are you kidding me?
Ah!
It rolled
He
off
did.
of an 18 onto a 4. Oh, this is like the worst combat for me ever. All right, he's dead. The other guy,
I know how you
Eric.
feel.
The other guy is from you right now, about 80 feet away. Oh, wait, no, because of double moves and stuff. Sorry, because of rough terrain and stuff. He's actually about 50 feet away from you at the moment. But there's rough terrain between you and him.
I have 35 feet, so I'm just gonna move 5.
Just
Or
5.
can I?
What?
Can I even move 5? I only have 5 foot for the movement left. I moved 35 to get up here.
So you can. Oh yeah, you can more or less just kind of like get up onto the ledge. Just go directly up one instead of like diagonally up one. You'll be fine. All right, cool. So he's still 50 feet away from you or whatever. But like, this rough terrain between you guys for a portion of it. Okay. After that's going to be Kieran's turn, unless you guys choose to allow initiative to break down at this point, because
I mean, yeah.
all combatants are effectively gone.
I'm gonna chase him down.
Effectively one.
Okay.
I'm not.
Luca
I'm
is
not.
also going to chase him down.
Okay.
Okay, then I'm gonna get off and start casting healing elixir while
What
you're
is
chasing.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Someone.
pull the fucking spear out of my side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Ow, my side.
Then Luca, you go next.
Yep. So Luca's going to move to here.
Yep.
And he is going to this time cast Firebolt.
Which I think is well out of his range because he's 50.
120 feet.
He's 50 feet from. Oh yeah, no. My apologies. That was an under 90-foot one. And either way, that would still hit. Go ahead. You throw your firebolt. Unfortunately, that's going to be a miss. As you see, there's a bit of a cliff climb up thing from where Reich is to where you are. That's going to provide partial cover to the guy that you're attacking, giving him slight bonus to his AC, and is going to miss.
Sure thing.
So that is not a hit. Okay,
Yeah.
that's Luca's turn. It is going to go back around to Reich's turn, who definitely has an opportunity.
Well, I'm actually on Gahal's turn. I want to call him over. I'm gonna mount Gahal.
Oh, so you're literally going to ride down after the guy?
Oh, I'm gonna ride him down
Oh,
Okay.
baby.
What's Gahal's speed?
fast.
Fast. Damn it.
That's his fuck boy.
Oh, shit.
50 feet.
Yep. Okay. I do me a favor because this is gonna become a chase scene, not just a combat. My speed's higher, so I instant win. Roll me for Gahal an acrobatics check as you're chasing him down.
Geez.
But because you have the bonus speed and one is like barely injured versus one who's very injured, you're gonna be rolling me that with advantage.
Okay, well, it doesn't let me do advantage on this type of character, so I'm just gonna roll twice.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
No,
Yeah,
it
down
doesn't.
here at the bottom, actions roll advantage versus
Whoops.
non-advantage. But you're fine. You're good. So
12 total.
Okay. So that's a 12 total. Let me roll mine over here. And I just get standard. Oh, so you go chasing down after the guy, but unfortunately, Gahal is fast, really fast. That's why you got advantage. But this is the other creature's lands. This creature knows where to hit the turns, where to jump into the ditch, and how to climb out quickly and whatnot. Gahal is running and running hard for a while, but unfortunately, the chase that you're putting on is not working in your favor. You're chasing him for a while, and he's able to maintain about 100-foot distance fairly consistently. I imagine multiple times while you're riding after him, you kind of like try to lock in an arrow and take a shot, but you miss. However, unfortunately, so what I'm going to allow you to do right now is you're able to make a shot now, like a cinematic shot, because the other ones are just misses.
Yep. So just one shot with my short sword.
Cinematic.
With your bow, yeah. Is it a short bow or a long bow?
It's a short bow.
And the range for a short bow is?
I think it's 8120 or something like that. 8320.
Okay.
Yeah,
in
that's
which
exactly
case,
it.
then you're going to be rolling with disadvantage because he's about 100 feet from you.
Fuck. Alright, come on. Don't suck.
You sucked.
Okay, roll me another acrobatics check for the
Unsurprised.
wolf boy.
Wolf
Same.
boy.
Same advantage?
Yep.
Right.
Come on,
Yo.
Wolf.
Don't suck.
Don't say that. You sucked last time. Yeah. See what happens when you say that?
Okay. Make me another cinematic shot once again with disadvantage.
Ryan's gonna
Slightly
be
longer
so
distance.
angry at himself.
Yeah.
It's just so annoying, dude.
Well, I'm sorry. Just roll 20 sometimes.
It's not
Works that way.
your fault. It's
You're so
Yeah.
bad.
Right. You go bye-bye.
Listen,
Reich's,
listen, I
just thinking
think
about his
this
parents
was-
yelling
listen,
at
Reich,
him, it's horrible.
If you remember the first 2 sessions, this was Odette's life, okay?
True.
You rolled well, and poor Odette never did anything, okay? So, this is Kieran's salt.
Reich is the new
If it
Odette.
makes you feel any better, the two numbers together equal... Never mind. So, your last acrobatics check with your wolf, well, with your warg, but now the distance between you guys is pretty great.
Alright, Gahal. Don't fucking suck. Thank you. Does that give me a chance to shoot without
No, because you failed 2 of them prior. They're still greater than 80 feet away. But you haven't lost him yet. So I said 1 more, but technically you haven't lost him yet. You have to fail 3 times. So you or succeed 3 times to catch him. So you roll me your attack roll again with disadvantage.
All right. One shot, one opportunity.
Unfortunately,
Totally garbage.
roll me another
no,
acrobatics.
Hold on. No. On this one, I'm gonna use another action point.
Oh, what, this short bow roll?
Yes.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
It's a
Hey.
hit. Roll me your damage. Does 1. And you
8.
actually go running after this guy, and we're talking, you're chasing him for 40 minutes. Chasing through gullies and out of places and around and on plains and stuff like that. You're chasing for a long period of time, loosing an arrow, quickly having to like hold your quiver so you don't lose your arrows as you continue riding your warg. One point in time, literally as your warg is going, you kind of like do a sliding dismount so you can kind of go running around a hill, allowing the warg to climb up over it quickly so you can both get different vantage points. You line up a shot, take it, miss, go hop back on the warg off of a little like cliff, continue running. Like this is a badass chase scene for a long period of time. And unfortunately, he just keeps getting further and further from you. Your warg is faster than him, but these are his lands. And then finally, when the warg is telling you that he's starting to get tired and whatnot, you're like, 1 more shot. And he's like, "Urgh," and like upset, but won't disagree with you and won't tell you no. And then you take a last shot, you calculate it, and just lucky enough, you hit him, and he falls.
All right, so I'm gonna go up to him. Is he dead?
Yes. Technically speaking, he continued to run at you for a little while and then flopped. No, he just died. Yeah.
All right, so I take my rope out of the back, tie it to his foot, tie him to the warg, and I drag him the whole way back.
The warg actually looks at you like,
I say,
"Are you not going to ride me?"
I say, "You'll be rewarded for this."
No meat.
And it rides back, but not as quickly as it left. So Reich is gone for over an hour, meaning everybody else gets
In
a
this
short
time,
rest.
I want to. Oh, I was gonna say I made a healing elixir for Kieran anyway.
She drank it. Yep.
So go ahead and give yourself some healies.
So
During the rest of the long rest would be collecting, the blood of the gnolls, the occasional tufts of fur, genuinely desecrating bodies.
Yep.
If you want to be honest about it.
Cool.
If we're gonna be upfront about this.
Yeah, genuinely just defiling the dead.
Could you do me a favor, please, Luca? Could you roll me a history check with advantage, please?
Luca?
Yeah, please.
Sure thing.
Full health.
And
What a surprise. I never have ever used
Where
hit
are we
die. I don't think
exactly,
I've ever showed up before.
Drawam?
We're still in draw him?
Yeah, by
You're in
far.
the
Definitely.
the open
You're in Drawam for
draw.
another week and a half.
gotcha.
So you take out that. So eventually you remove, probably with Stalbor's aid, remove that arrow from you. But when you look at it, you realize this arrow is clearly Denith make.
Oh shit!
Yeah, shit's getting weird.
Stalbor, can you do me a favor? Because I know you're ripping apart corpses and whatnot. Could you do me a favor and roll me an investigation with advantage?
Nice. Not medicine.
Uh,
Investigation's better for me. But...
Yeah, investigation.
20.
Wow, natty 20. Woo woo!
I
natty
know
20.
shit. I'm also literally have my hands inside some of these gnolls right now.
One of the things that you
So,
notice is that every
heart
single
is
one
bad.
of these gnolls have many wounds on them, cuts, slashes, gashes, things like that. Now that's not unusual, that doesn't matter, but it is very obviously that almost all the attacks are made from short swords and long swords that happen against these things. Almost all of them are made from short swords and long swords.
When I see Luca being a little confused about looking at the arrows, I'd mention that because I imagine there's some correlation. But then I just go back to tearing the heart out of a gnoll and putting it in my bag.
Yeah, Luca's a bit uneasy, but then realizing that these were obviously at combat with his family, he would not be too weirded out by it, and he would say, "It seems as though these creatures either ran from combat with my family or had killed them.
Makes sense why they thought
What was it
that
they
we
said
wanted to kill us.
before? If
They
you
were looking for
want
us?
to talk to us, then why are you trying to kill us?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure if
Probably
that was in
his-
reference to.
Probably your house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes much more sense now.
Well, looks like we killed them.
We should move forward once
Oh,
Reich gets
maybe
back.
Reich grabbed that one to investigate. Oh no.
No, he didn't.
Comes back with a body.
So maybe we should move forward. However, we should keep an open eye out to see if there's a party of my family out here.
If we move slower, I'll be able to keep an eye
There-
on ways.
So this is only a few days from. So I'll say specifically, while we were at the tower, they were sending out groups and groups and groups who were coming back seemingly harmed. I'm not sure if they were clearing the lands. I'm not sure what they were doing. They wouldn't tell me, but that could be also related.
Well, it looks like Reich had a happy hunt, at least.
Yeah, dragging the corpse back into the camp. I get off and unlash the guy from Gahal. And I say to him, I look around at the bodies all messed up, and I look to Stalbor and I say, "Have you taken what you need from them?"
Yes, most of them is useless now.
I nod and I look at Gahal and I say, "Feast." And then I go back to the body I was dragging behind and draw my weapon.
Oh, lovely. It eats like Luca.
Could be.
And so with that, I remove the head from the one that I hunted down.
Oh,
I
good.
take one of the spears for the ones there,
Oh.
and I stick it on the end of the spear.
I'm sorry. Who's the murderer in this party? Again? Can we just remind everyone?
The murderer, you.
Kieran! Kieran is
Really?
the only
Oh.
person in this party who's actually murdered someone in cold blood.
Yeah,
So
you've
yes,
committed
it is
murder.
Kieran.
It's true.
Kieran is the murderer.
It's
Yeah, a
true.
little
Okay.
minor desecration of
Fine.
the bodies, so it never hurt nobody.
Yeah, if
That's fine.
you're desecrating each of these bodies, I don't think you should be angry at Reich for desecrating one.
And it's a
I don't
knoll
say
too. Are
anything.
knolls
I'm
people?
not-
Are knolls really
I'm
people?
hoping Scott
Apparently
says that.
harpies are. Kiri doesn't say anything. She looks weirded out by it. I will say, however, to Stalbor that I can cast weather magic around myself to keep myself safe, but it's not safe for you to be nearby me when I do that.
Well, maybe you shouldn't run back into me next time. I was, you know,
Okay.
I'll keep it in mind.
Okay, so
Pick it up when I cast spells. I don't cast.
after you guys are there and you're cleaning up the bodies, and Stalbor spends a considerable amount of time kind of like removing parts of the knolls and large chunks of like bloodied fur and stuff like that or whatever, and he kind of realizes the cuts and slashes that are in them, that they all have many injuries, and Luca has this thing, and Kieran's like, didn't they just say? And you guys kind of like, okay, well, I guess like your family has had fights with them, and that's pretty much it. Luca's just kind of like, well, as we're traveling, let's just try to keep an eye open for my family. But you guys still have very much the intention of continuing to travel to Breland from where you are right now. So that being said, you guys do continue to do that. Continue to travel to Breland. Did you have any plans to stop anywhere else along the way? Because we had discussed kind of that beforehand, if there was any other places that you wanted to stop on your way to Sharn, because currently your intention is to go all the way back to Sharn.
Are we back in Breland now?
Well, we're going to fast forward by a couple weeks, and that's going to get you to the border of Breland, between Breland and Droam.
I don't know anything about the area. I don't know if there's anywhere that I would be interested in going.
If we're going to Breland, I'm gonna have some stuff to say. But just to let you know, to kind of give you an idea of something that your characters may or may not have some problem with during the next couple weeks until we get to the border. I have the head on a pike, just strapped to the back of Gahal.
Okay, at that point, like maybe after I
This is
realized
okay.
he's not gonna put it down, like I'd go to Kieran's like, okay, now he's
This
the
is
weird
okay.
one. Now he's the weird one. I agree.
I'm just
okay?
saying. I
It
don't
was
understand
fine
where the
until
line
he
is.
took it. It was fine until he took it with him. Okay.
This seems
now
like a very fine, very arbitrary line.
Well, this has
Look,
been.
I don't
no,
understand
but
his
legitimately, this has
culture.
been
We are drawing.
weeks. This has been weeks of a rotting head.
Yeah.
And I seem
Well, I
completely
wouldn't open
unperturbed
Star
by it.
Wars bag right now.
I
You-
say to if anyone mentions anything to me, I'll explain it.
You
No,
guys
we just
ate.
talk about it behind your back.
Yeah.
You guys
That's
ate
not right.
rotten hobgoblin meat. I want you guys to remember that. I didn't eat that because that was fucking weird. But you guys ate his rotten fucking meat.
When
That
we're,
he made us.
when
Luca
we're about a
was-
mile away from the
Fine.
border,
It was a thing that happened.
Luca respectfully declined.
when we're about a mile away from the border, without saying anything about it, I just pull it off of the saddle and just drop it on the ground.
Oh, okay. Oh, I get it now. And then we just keep going.
I don't.
Like we're taking literally
It
forever
was
later.
like a flag. He was to keep the gnolls away. I get
Oh.
it now. But he only got it at the end.
Oh,
Oh,
You can't make a null head flag if you don't have any null heads.
no, I know. It's like
Material.
totally makes sense. It's just so funny that me and Stalbor only got it at the end. Okay, I just like that. Very funny.
So it's going to take you guys about continuously traveling, going all the way, no extra bonus, assuming you're going all the way to Sharn, about a month and a half to get all the way to Sharn from where you guys were in Droam. And that's assuming you don't stop along the way. The reason why I asked if there was anywhere you wanted to stop along the way is because you were interested to some degree. You guys never expressed interest of actually going there, but certainly was curious about it.
Okay.
Of Castle Arcane, exactly. Do you remember what that is?
That's still like, But at the moment, Stalbor is like, okay, we actually have a goal now. Can we actually fucking do it? Like, he's angry that they're kind of aimlessly going around, and it's taking so long. So yeah, he's gonna acknowledge it, but not say, hey, let's go there. I think, unless anyone has a reason.
I
We
find it
don't-
hilariously ironic that the elf is the one that is impatient with us.
Yeah.
Good. So, you
My
guys.
character would constantly be like dropping history facts about stuff, about places in Breland. I've been telling you about Breelish culture and stuff like that. You see, you didn't get to travel with me through Breland last time, so this time you get to see like another different side of Reich. How like very excited he gets when he gets to the Breelish border guards.
Stalbor is also excited now.
Yeah, Luca would actually feed into that a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a little infectious for the first time. He's just like he's a very reserved person. It's like going.
He's smiling.
It's like going to with your history nerd friend to like the Museum of Natural History and just watching them talk about all the museum exhibits.
Luca
So,
would probably
Kieran,
try and see if you had any facts about art in the area.
Kieran would chime in with her own bad facts. Like, the Breelish people are known for giant sticks up their ass. Like, just like
Stalbor
little
would be like,
commentary.
oh yes. Oh.
So-
So wouldn't really
Disregard
tell the
her.
difference necessarily.
At first, Rick would actually respond to some of the stuff like to that. He would say, "Well, actually, the Breelish people are some of the most laid back people in all of Corvair. They believe in freedom and bravery, and then after a little while, he starts catching on that you're trolling." and then he just stops responding to you.
Hear that, Kieran? They believe in freedom.
Do you
yeah.
think? Do you think the phrase "trolling" came from Droam or Dargun? You know?
I hope so.
Ironically, I think it was the gnomes that came up with trolling.
Oh, there you go. Fine.
That is
Yeah,
very
that makes sense.
believable.
So what we're gonna
That
do is, as I said, it's a long travel to get your way all the way there, and one of the places you're gonna travel through is Galithspire. Galithspire is a decent-sized town that exists inside Eberron on the way to Sharn. It's actually an interesting spot because you totally catch ferries from there to expedite the travel to get down to Sharn. But one of the other reasons to stop there is that actually is where House Deneath has a large enclave. So it's a place where you can actually stop and get like a room for a night. It's like, you know that the city is safe and so on and so forth. And Luca, if you would like to, can totally check in on your house and see how things are going. But before we do that, why don't we take a break, quick break, and then we're going to come back for our last half hour. I know everything was a little disrupted by the fact that, you know, Comcast is the devil of all things that are good and holy in this world. But we'll be back in about 5 minutes to do our last half hour, okay? So
Sounds
sorry
good.
about the weird break time, but do what you got to do.
Scott, do you want birthday cupcakes?
Ooh!